Check 1 2 1 2. This microphone is live, wrestling fans. Welcome to the very first event in Green Mountain Wrestling's 2025 event schedule as we present to you WinterSlam II. My name is Peter DeLonge. Thank you so much for joining us. A pleasure as always being here with you at the Barre Elks Lodge in Barre, Vermont to call the action. Starting off the 2025 year with a singles competition. And this man, the first man down to the Green Mountain Wrestling ring in 2025, a stalwart in Vermont independent wrestling out of Coventry, Vermont. It was a really cool, brand new custom entrance theme. I dig it. Jobz, a familiar face here at Green Mountain Wrestling, once again in there and continue his winning ways, has taken umbrage with the words of his opponents who claim that he was at home drinking daddy sodas and eating whoopie pies. Do they ever even make those still? Instead of training. But he proved that he's still over there putting in the work. But I don't think the words hit home for his opponent, as Brahim still is looking to punish the man across the ring from him. The Saharan Psycho making his return to Green Mountain Wrestling. The last time we saw him, he was exacting some sort of revenge on his former tag team partner in Braylon Johnson. After back in October, he and Braylon went up against the Ultimate Powers and came up short as Braylon Johnson was pinned by Mullen Man. And afterwards, Brahim attacked him. Fast forward a month later to Autumn Armageddon, where Braylon Johnson fell victim to the Saharan Psycho, tapped out to his ring prowess. And now, Brahim wants another shot to one half of the tag team that handed him his loss.
Our opening contest is scheduled for one fall. And is brought to you by Vermont Clean and Green, locally owned and operated by a native Vermonter. Vermont Clean and Green is an all-in-one property care business specializing in power washing and yard care services. Vermont Clean and Green, beautifying Vermont, 1 yard at a time.
Nailed it.
Introducing first, in the corner to my left, hailing from Charleston, Massachusetts, and weighing in at 170 pounds, the Saharan Psycho, Brahim!
No friends here in Barre, Vermont.
And his opponent, hailing from Coventry, Vermont, and weighing in at 210 pounds, he's here to do work, Jobz! Your referee for this contest, Stellar Steve Nova.
Steve Nova officiating. And before we get going, we got to make sure that we give a quick shout out to our tag team partner for this matchup, Vermont Clean and Green. Thank you so much for being the very first sponsor and support independent wrestling in Vermont in 2025. Vermont Clean and Green. Brahim getting the early advantage here with that headlock. Off the ropes, shoulder to shoulder, and nobody goes anywhere. Jobz standing his ground, going absolutely nowhere. Brahim now with the drop toe hold, claiming to have the mental superiority. Tripping attempt unsuccessful, leapfrog. Big old chop by Jobz right across the chest of the Saharan Psycho. Now, Brahim feels that he has some sort of revenge to extract here, but Jobz is taken aback by the concept. You win some and you lose some. You gotta take the good with the bad. And I think he's taken aback by his approach here as well. Obviously, Brahim has not done his homework. Oh my God! Calling attention to the skin on skin, pulling his gi back. And once again, some trickery at the hands of Brahim. Bringing him over. Turning into that armbar. Has that elbow wrapped up. Turning on the wrist as well. Getting a 1 count only. Brahim feeling the effects of that nasty chop. Wonder if it was the first one or the second one that got him. Regardless, they both were awful. For Brahim, anyway. Not too bad for us. We had to watch it. Boots on the back of Jobz, pressing every ounce of weight that Brahim has on his frame. Turns Jobz around. Jobz trying to fight back, but Brahim not to be thwarted at this point. Has him where he wants him, slowing down the pace. Knows that Jobz relies on the power game. Slowing things down, not allowing him to build up the momentum. And now using his own arm against him. Choking Jobz with his own arm. Grabbing onto his beard as well. Luckily the official saw it, made him break it up. That may have been what allowed Jobz to pull it together and break up the maneuver here. But Brahim right back on the offensive. Drops that elbow in the lower lumbar. Goes for the cover now. Wants to get the first win in 2025 in Green Mountain Wrestling, but it hasn't happened just yet. Elbow to the back of the head. Back of the dome of Jobz. Brahim's such a dangerous individual. Known for his erratic style. You never know where he's going to come from. Always able to pull a submission move out of nowhere, pulling one out of his back pocket, but also has his strike game on point. Looking for something there, but Jobz catches him and brings him down to a sit-out powerbomb. Finally allowing himself a moment to breathe. Recuperating now, pulling himself together. But Brahim, the fresher of the two, trying to pull himself up in the corner. Jobz up on his feet now. And Brahim clearly waiting for his moment to strike and chose it perfectly. Brahim now taking off his belt. What the hell is he doing here? Wrapping the belt around his neck. He's basically hanging him here. The ultimate disrespect to his discipline in his dojo, using his belt to choke another man. The man has no honor, no respect for the craft, just wants to win no matter what. Brahim had such rage in his eyes after his team fell victim to the Ultimate Powers back in October. It's blinded him. The idea of revenge has blinded him. Grabbing him by the ears. Oh, the jabs now. Jobz gets a couple of jabs in. Off the ropes, misses. Oh! Brings him over. And Jobz, you look at his eyes, he wasn't there for a moment there. That was almost it. Brahim, the rage still, oh, now using his own gi. Using his own, come on, this is uncalled for. Referee making sure to get the 5 count going and grabbing that. Grabbing the gi and putting it outside. Back elbow by Jobz. Using this opportunity to gain the advantage. Beautiful drop kick. The power of the proletariat running through his veins. Oh! Huge slam in the middle of the ring. This could be it. The first win of 2025 in the books. Hopefully this is a lesson to Brahim that revenge is never the correct motivator. Jobz picking up a big win here in front of the crowd in Barre Elks in Barre, Vermont. And with the impending heavyweight championship eventually being introduced into Green Mountain Wrestling, you know Jobz is going to be one of those guys that's going to stake his claim to get a shot at that title when it's introduced. Don't go anywhere, wrestling fans. We got plenty more action right here on WinterSlam II.